Good afternoon, whatever time it is. Can you my microphone? One, in, if you can hear me well. Two, if you need me to get my microphone. Can you guys hear me? Okay, you can hear me. You can hear me well. Okay. Okay. Hey, Liz Livos. Hey, Big Set. Peace and multiple blessings to you as well. Unbought. I keep hearing people on YouTube saying that. Okay, you hear me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I forgot to plug up my mic. So I keep hearing people saying that at least Mike Tyson won 20 million. So it's my understanding that that bout last night was for a total of 60 million. So I see Umbot saying 40 million. I know that the what is this dude's name? That Paul dude said that he won 20 million. So I'm like, why do they keep saying that Tyson got 20 million? The Logan guy got 20 million. Am I right? Am I right on bot? So that means Tyson got 40 million? See, I just found out about this fight on yesterday. I don't have any idea who this Logan guy is. I had never heard of him. So I want to know what the split was for that fight definitively. I think Tyson won 20. Okay, so okay, let's talk about that fight last night. Oh, they split it. But why were they saying it was a $60 million fight? I was in a meeting. The winner gets 40. Okay, thank you, Umbod. Okay, so that's why I was unclear. I was like, why are they saying it's a $60 million dollar bout? Okay, so let's uh let's start from the beginning. I didn't know who this guy was. I'm out of the loop. I thought boxing was basically dead because I haven't heard a whole lot of things coming out of boxing. But then I heard that this guy came out of YouTube. He started on YouTube, and that's basically where he came from. This was his first heavyweight bout. Uh, this is what I was hearing right before the fight. I got you on bot. If you told me the winner got 40, because I was like, I thought that Logan, I mean, not Logan, that Paul dude, whatever his first name is, uh got 20. And then I was wondering, well, why are they saying Mike Tyson got 20? Where'd the other 20 go? So I got you. The winner got 40, and the other person, yes, he was a YouTuber. I had no idea about anything about this guy. So when I watched them coming in the arena, and I just looked and I was like, what in the cultural appropriation hell is going on here? See, me not knowing anything about these, and I was like, who is this yokel sitting on the back of the seat with him talking in his ear? And then talking to Myson and the Paul guy, I realized that that was his brother. The other brother fights too, but they are all friends. They, as Tyson and the brothers, are all friends. Are you saying Tyson's is friends with these guys? I'm not clear. Or you're saying the guy who was sitting in the pickup truck with him? Yes, Jake is the brother. So that's why I was okay. Thank you. I was unclear about Jake having this comment, and I was just like, okay, so to understand that he's actually a fighter, um, the other brother is in WWE. Well, for a while, he doesn't look like a fighter. He looked like he looked like a banjo player in the Appalachians. He does not look like a fighter at all. And when he said he when Mike said maybe I'll fight his brother, and his brother came back with this comment, and I was just like, where they do that at? Where does this little scrawny person think that he can just challenge Mike Tyson? Oh, so now maybe he was trying to get some steam for a fight where he can win millions of dollars fighting a 58-year-old ex-boxer. So now I get it. Okay, thank you guys for clearing that up. I had no idea that this guy was a boxer. With that said, with that said, what I thought about this fight, I thought I don't know much about the background of the white fighters, but there has been comments out there. Isn't he a racist? I don't know anything about him, but I know that he definitely has an attraction to the black culture with all this. Okay, let me see what you're saying. My husband said the women's match was the best. I thought that that match was good too. That's the play. The brother gets challenged, trained for a year's fight, and Mike loses. Both get paid. Okay, so that makes sense. Now that makes sense. I thought that this was some and feel like they can just say the craziest shit that they wanted to. Hey, Carmex, how are you? Entertainment, ratings, and money. Um, and Netflix had so many people watching that in many areas the I heard that the stream had gone down. How awful! Women biting. Oh, yeah. I didn't. The TV was on, but women about, but I wasn't paying attention, and I would hear my husband go, and then I turn around, and one of the girls was wiping blood off her face and stuff, and yeah, so I really didn't watch the fight, but it sounded, from my husband's reaction, like it was a brutal fight. Play nowadays. How come hold on one second. Hold on. Yeah, everything is for play now. I didn't bother to watch, but my husband watched it. I don't think they are racist, racially insensitive, perhaps, but they travel in that Hollywood circle, the Kardashians, and MTV. What is YZ? What is YZY? Yeezy? What is YZY? I don't even know what YZY is. No shade, much respect to all athletes. Women are amazing athletes. I don't know what YZY is. Okay. The next play would be Tyson won another 60 million, trains and then wins, split the money. My husband think it was rigged and a money grab. I think that it was a money grab, and it is what it is. I think that Tyson, you know, from Tyson ran through him, and I'm not mad that he gets 20 or 40 million. I don't know how wide open he has to split that among his team and this. I don't know exactly how much he will have in his pocket, but for 58 years old and having money and then losing money and then getting a big chunk of money, hopefully that will last him for his lifetime. At 58 years old, having been a professional boxer, and all the things that it does to your body and wears on your health. Hopefully, this will be his nest egg that he can don't have to do these things for money. I don't know what type of lifestyle he has, lives, or whatever, but when you go through some things, hopefully, it'll make you think differently. I think it's Yeezy. Okay, thank you. Oh, Kanye, thank you. I was thinking that, but I didn't want to assume that's what it was. Um, Absolute money and ratings grab. Everyone got paid. Netflix, Tyson, and Logan. Okay. Can you hear me now? I'm sorry. Not even mad at Tyson. He's like 60. Use that name, get that money. White folks do it. I'm sorry. You can hear me now. Thank you. Okay, so I'm thinking that what was the agreement that Tyson would not win that fight? Because at the end of the fight, I thought that I did not hear the bell. Hey, beans and cornbread. I think there's an agenda at play. We're going to talk about it. The fall of the black man, the epitome of strength, power, fertility, masculinity. Tyson loses, and Denzel alludes to being A in his role in Gladiators. Wait a minute. I don't know about this Denzel thing. Is Gladiator a upcoming movie or is this an old movie? What are we talking about with this Denzel thing? See, I that's what I want to talk about in this Mike Tyson thing. And you're looking at the cultural appropriation of all black things at this as this cornball drives up and they're banging some type of rap beat and all of the cultural appropriation moments that you see, and he's supposed to be this big bad guy, somebody that I'm telling you, I have never heard of him before. Maybe people who are on Instagram and all these other things more frequently. I never heard of this Yoko. But he is the best thing in boxing, and he's never had a professional. What was it? A professional match like he was in last night. What is it? Heavyweight bout. He's never had a heavyweight bout, but they brought him on there like he's the best fighter in the world. And meanwhile, and then you see they introduce Mike Tyson, and they have all of his accolades up there on the screen, all of the things that he accomplished in his lifetime of boxing. Hasn't had a professional bout in over 7,700 and some days. And they act like he has to prove himself to this nobody. And see, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? You just showed all of his accolades, but then you guys are acting like if he loses to this nobody at his age of 58 years old, it's going to mean something to him, and it's going to show that he's not the best fighter. Uh, you know, the narrative for me was crazy. And then you see that old, what's his name, Greg Abbott, sitting front row in his wheelchair, and the, you I don't the governor of Texas, and I'm telling you, the governor of Texas kept his eyes on Mike Tyson, and I was just like, you just trying to wait. I don't want to miss when this big black giant man crumbles. He didn't crumble, Abbott. He did not crumble. I was just watching a lot of shit around this. So I think he is a UFC fighter. Uh, Let me see. Tyson and Denzel are huge in Hollywood. You Who better to manipulate the minds of the black masses? We have basically watched them grow up. Oh, wait a minute. Denzel kissed a man in the new Gladiator, but it's supposed to be cut out of the movie. So now I remember there was a big talk about Denzel Washington uh, refusing to kiss white actresses. But that's not true. I don't know where that came from because in Malcolm X, of all movies, he was definitely kissing a white actress. I definitely think that's what it was, and it's such a fallacy. Oh, it's Denzel's latest movie. Okay, I'm gonna remember these are considered scenes. celebrity fights, but it's no fight. When I don't know how many years older. I don't know how much. I definitely pay attention to everything as well. So I didn't hear about this Denzel Washington thing, but I was definitely looking at the antics that were put on last night, and the rewriting of history, so to speak, and to make you think that that fight actually meant anything. Hey, Danielle Berry, Sports Highlight. Tyson doesn't have anything to prove. This is how they get their money. Yeah, but and I was so mad. I'm listening to the commentary, and I this guy kept on saying, "Oh, his legs look bad. Oh, I fought him then, and he didn't do this. And I fought him then. I fought him then." And I was like, "Who the fuck is this motherfucker trying to live his heyday through this fight?" And then my husband said, I think he said it was Roy Jones Jr. or something. Roy Jones Jr. Was the fucking rain on anything good in that fight and told you a million ways to one what you should look at a 58-year-old former boxer getting smashed in his head and not getting spun. He lost his balance. He kind of fell back one time in the early, I think it was the second or the third round when he got hit. But you're looking at an old man in there, and you're talking all the many ways that he's not winning this fight, and how he's not the man that you fought when he was probably in his 30s. I just like Roy Jones Jr. I want to see Roy Jones Jr. get in there and fight. Okay, 58, and the other dude was 27. Hey, Byron, how are you? He has some motivational stuff on YouTube. I watched him. So I haven't heard him. I know he's a legend himself, but I understand that. But he was. It seems like his whole mission was to. I didn't like it. It seemed like his whole mission was to say why this 58-year-old man wasn't a good fighter. We know he's not going to have what he had in his heyday of fighting, but goddamn, why you have to break everything down, break him all the way down? Denzel, the strong husband and family man, Tyson always showing male proudness with multiple knocked out. Now they've been buck broken with money, reduced to an effeminate legacy. Talk about it. Talk about it. I get what you're saying. However, these guys are all friends behind the scenes. These fights remind me of some of the challenges in the beef sector. If they both were the same age, Tyson would have eaten him alive. Yes. Okay. So with it being okay, and Umbot, I get what you're saying, but I get all of that. But the broader picture that has been broadcast to the world is saying that the big white novice man is here. And the big white novice man can take on the toughest of all black challengers. That's what I'm saying. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. And to say that Netflix says 60 million views. But so what I'm saying is that it's kind of like taking Black history out of the schools. It's kind of akin to them not wanting Black history in schools. It's kind of like saying if you teach a certain curriculum in school that you will not get federal funding. Uh, that's what it kind of further puts to mind for me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm a conspiracy. What is it? Conspiracy, whatever. Conspiracy theorist. Maybe I believe in conspiracies, but It doesn't seem like a conspiracy to me. It just seems like it is what it is. A conspiracy. What is it? Conspiracy. Conspiracy. Whatever. It doesn't seem like a it's fake to me. Okay, you agree. And Liz is shaking my head because I can't say cons- misconspiracy, whatever. Okay, it seems like it's bullshit to me. Hey, Jill's comfort zone, how are you doing? The insight that beans and cornbread brings to the table, awesome food for thought. This promotes their new live streaming, which was absolute trash. So many people were mad about it. Yeah, conspiracy theory. Yes, conspiracy theory. Yes, thank you. Carmax. Okay, I'm not a conspiracist, but I just see what I see. Uh, I can't help myself. Get on my nerves because I can't turn it off. Trump is a Tyson is a Trump supporter, and I just found that out on yesterday as well. A lot of people were indifferent to anything that happened in that fight because he's a Trump supporter theorist. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Carmax. Okay, Linda G. Good afternoon to you. Don't be laughing at me. Don't be laughing at me, Carmax. Okay. A click in the blue. They are trying their hardest to keep them slow, dependent on the smallest device uh, for survival. Hey, I saw you, Liz. That means it's in your blood. Viva revolution. You feel me? Theorists. Theorists. Thank you. Okay. Uh, they are longtime friends. I don't care about their friendship. I care about the optics that is putting out here to the world. Fuck them and their friendship. They wouldn't be friends. He wouldn't be his friends if he wasn't Mike Tyson was who he was. He wouldn't be Mike Tyson's friend. I'm worried about the optics that they are putting out here, and that's what the optics gave. So uh, nothing about it was no accolades. There was no realism in this whole situation. You know, you had to do this to have any realism in this fight. It was bullshit to me. But you know, he got his money, he got paid. But don't try to act like you know a mouse came in and actually conquered a lion. Don't act like that's what you guys put on. So the greatness of the little frail mouse conquering a lion, it was not that. So one love, one people, one God. So that's what I thought about this. Let me see what else you guys have to say. This was to support their new live streaming, or which was absolute trash. So many people were mad about the buffering. Uh, Now they got over 60 million views. Well, at least it wasn't like a pay-per-view event where people actually paid more than their next Netflix bill. So I was surprised about that, and I wonder if they are going to. Well, if they do try to do pay-per-view, I don't think it's gonna be successful as bad as this streaming was, with so many people having problems with the streaming for free. So it doesn't seem like they were prepared for this. And I don't know if they're gonna ream whoever said no. We're not going to uh, charge extra. So that's going to be our niche. Maybe they should have charged extra to get whatever it was that they needed to accommodate the mass amount of people that actually were going to watch this. Okay. I agree. I used to follow Tyson on social media and watch his cartoon show. I'm just saying this is on cue for him. Okay, so I didn't do any of that. I none of that I did. But WWE, who does pays, is moving to Netflix in January, so it's important that they get it right. It's not important to me, Carmex. I don't watch WWE. I'm just kidding. Well, if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. I think Monday Night Raw will be on there too. I don't even know what Monday Night Raw, but I get what you're saying. If WWE, which does have a large following, they're gonna have to, just because I don't watch it, don't mean a lot of America don't watch it. I get what you mean. I'm just being facetious. Now, speaking, I wonder, did you guys see this? I'm gonna put up my banner. I'm using this as fair use. I wonder, did you guys see this? It's a lot of stuff about this that was new. So, did you guys see? I think she's a 13-year-old reporter who interviewed him. I wonder if you guys saw this. So, I'm using this for fair use for news reporting. So, let me share my screen with you guys. And I was surprised that he gave the answer that he gave, but I can't say the answer isn't true. So hold on. Let me get the sound up.
Opportunity for kids my age to see the legend Mike Tyson in the ring for the first time. So, after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm gonna die, and it's gonna be over. Who cares about a legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm gonna die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is something that I have not heard before. Someone say that as an answer.
Can you really imagine somebody say, "I want my legacy to be this way when you're dead"? Why do you want somebody?
True.
You think somebody really wants to think about you? What's the audacity? I think I want people to think about me when I'm gone. Who the fuck cares about me when I'm gone? Well, my kids, maybe, or grandkids. Who the
True.
fuck cares?
And again, thank you so much for sharing that. Well, in your return to the ring for this fight, you are setting a monumental opportunity for kids my age to see the legend Mike Tyson in the ring for the first time. So after
Now, so she was so excited, and when she got that answer, she was like, "What the fuck?" Well, nobody ever answered that way before. So, was that? Does that give you? I mean, I was, yeah. I was just like, well, it's true, but she was all excited. I finally get to see the legend Mike Tyson, and he was like, I was like, God damn, Mike, don't be so honest. Oh, she's from New York. I hadn't heard of her. Uh, yeah, he definitely deserves to get paid. Okay. Beans and cornbread. Look at Trump's win over Kamala. Crushed the black woman on one side with a victory, rendering her weak and useless. On the other side, stripped the black man of manhood and power and strength and all of that. Beans and cornbread. Let you know that the strongest man in sports, or who has excelled in a brutal sport, uh is weak, but he's 58 years old. But it's just the visuals of it all, you know. Okay, let me see. That's her. She's so bright. Okay, I've never even seen her. Hey, Madison. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's not encouraging to tell a 13-year-old. Uh, but did he lie? Uh, the young people are doing great things. Bravo. Okay, I can't. Mike always be Mike. Did you guys see him? Did you guys see him when they were having the earlier bouts and they caught him out in the hallways and stuff? And he had on chaps with his booty cheeks out. Did anybody see that? I can't. So cute, awesome. He needs to stay off the mic. Just fight, Mike. No Mike. I was just like, oh shit, that was a mess. Yeah. So when I first saw that, he is speaking the truth. You can't. So you can't. Would it be better if he be like, oh, and go out there and tell the lie, or let her know that, hey, who's gonna care about you but your family? And he did speak the truth. I definitely agree with that. He's a deadpan comedian. Uh, Jockstrap. No, he had on chaps, and his booty cheeks were out. Did you guys see that? Yeah, my husband was cracking up telling me I was in another room. Yeah, I was just like, he turned around to walk away from the mic, and they didn't show his whole. Yeah, I don't know if he had on. No, I saw the top of his booty cheeks, so I'm just assuming that all of his butt cheeks were out. I think he had a Howard Stern moment, or a Prince moment. I saw it's a type of jock strap. I thought it was chaps. I just saw it from behind, and I just saw the top. Why did I see any of that? Okay, so I just assumed, I guess now it was chaps. He's the same person who bit someone. I I just can't. Hey, Diamond B, how are you? Yeah. So, hey, Stump Down. I was not surprised at the small portion Mike was serving in those chaps, jock straps, back and front. Do tell. I didn't see. I just saw him walk away and saw the top, and standing up next to that little girl. I didn't realize he was so short. Uh, uh, he wears it underneath his trunks for protection. Okay, thank you. Tyson Holyfield, Vegas. So I didn't even realize he was so. You was there. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. Was it? Oh, I was not there. I think it was before, or I I don't know which fight it was. Uh, but I didn't realize he was so short. But I have met him before, but I just didn't realize he was so short. And I've told this story before that I was in a club, and when I walked in, he was like start staring at me and looking me up and down like he could eat me up. And obviously he could have eaten me up because he then or had already bitten Holyfield ear off. So, and I think it was right after he gotten out of jail, and he was about to have a fight, and he was in Mike Tyson fighting body of the young Mike Tyson shape. But I was like, what you looking at me for? The fuck you looking at me for? So, I was like, not trying to I wasn't flattered. I was just like, look the other way. Don't look at crazy people. Keep on going. And then I went down and I sat at the bar. And then he had turned around and he turned around my way. I went behind him on the other side where the curve of the bar was and sat down. And then he turned around and he looked at me, he nodded, and he held a drink up, and I was just like, and I just turned around and I left the bar. I ain't want nothing to do with nothing like that. And my friends, they were so mad at me. Like, did you see what he, girl, you better, I was like, shit, you better go over there. Fuck that shit. I don't need, not me. I don't want nothing to do with that. See, uh, you know, I didn't realize he was short because he was sitting down. Okay, not waiting to eat you up real bad. I think he even licked his lips, stomp down. I actually think he licked his lips. He wanted to show you his jock strap. And my friends are like, do you know what he can do? I was like, nigga, I'm in the same fucking place he at. Shit. He can't take me somewhere I ain't already at. You see, motherfuckers get it twisted like the fuck. Of course, but everybody's not looking for somebody to, what can you do for me? Oh, look what I can gain out of this, that, and the other. Everybody's not like that. Obviously, my friends were like that. And I was like, yeah, he can do all that, but who gonna fuck him? He said, I'll fuck him. It was a male friend. He said, I'll fuck him. I said, I know you can. Shit. What the fuck wrong with you? Child. So that's my little Mike Tyson story. You could have been getting child support payments to this day. No, thank you. No, thank you. I just have never been that type of person. I'm not saying, anything about any type of people, but that has never been my thing. I got it how I lived, and you know, I made my own access. So, it wasn't a big thing. So, I just was thinking about that whole the whole theatrics and what it gave last night. So I was wondering, did anybody feel the same way about it as I did? Liz, Ronnie Q was wearing those big butterfly lashes and tight fitting leggings real bad. No, I actually had on a nice little uh I had on a dress, and you know I was equally as muscular as somebody who in his workout arena would be. The thigh muscles were popping, the calf muscles were popping, the arms were well shaped and scooped, and yeah, I was the shit. Underneath there, the six pack was popped. Ronnie Q was the shit. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. And then I had I had let's not forget, I had swirling lights on my wheelchair rims and all of that bullshit that you hear. My wheelchair had what do they say, what do they call them things that had hydro wheels and shit, and it would pop me up where I was in a standing position, stomp down all of that good shit. I had what is it, hydraulic whatever, where my wheelchair, it would crip rock and all that shit. I came in the club like, hey, look at me, look at me. Uh, don't get it twisted. Anyway, yeah, hydraulics. Yes, hydraulics. Thank you, Carmax. I was like, what is that? High something. Hydraulics. Yes, my wheelchair had all the hydraulics and bells and whistles. And I put cards in the spokes of my wheelchair. So when I rolled in there, you hear me pop, 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 pop. Child. Anyway, so I just came to see what you guys had to say about that, because I was just really wondering. Now, see, stomp down. I took all your reads, so now you gonna have to come up with your own read. You're gonna have to come up with your own read, stomp down. The hell with you. And who don't know that stomp down would come over and hear an innocent story, and that's what he will add on to the story. So so we not go, yes. So when somebody hears Stomp Down put all of that to the story, they would be like, oh, and Stomp Down said, and be quoting Stomp Down just as serious as they want to pretend that they are, when they should be more serious about their dental health. Okay, they want to pretend like what Stomp Down says is this is exactly what happened. So I just put 20 on 10 of my story. Now, Stomp Down, if you repeat this, I expect you to put 20 on top of the 20 I put on there. You understand what I'm saying? Do not repeat me unless you can outdo me, Stomp Down. And you know you can. All together, yes. What is that? What is the song? What is the Tina song? I'm your private dancer, dancing for money. Do what you want me to do. I'm your private dancer, dancer for money. 50 on 50 he gonna put on there. He said, forget the 20. I need to put 50 on that. So, all right, guys. I just wanted to come on and talk about this Tyson bout, and it just put me in the feeling of that. So, uh, with this, that's all I got. And but like you say, he's a 45 supporter, so he's friends with those guys. But it was the optics for me. I just really wasn't a fan for it. Hey, you got to chill. How are you? Not you in the club wheeling around for change. Not change. Fuck the change. I need something that fold. Shit, I got my own motherfucking change. Shit, I wasn't wheeling around for anything, because if I was wheeling around for something that fold, I would have been folded up somewhere with that motherfucker. No, 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 no. Hey, T Danielle, how are you doing? Now, I get it how I live. I get it how I live. All right, guys. Uh, T Danielle, you gotta go back. Yeah. So I just uh I just wanted to see if anybody else felt that way about it. Obviously, beans and cornbread, we are on the same tip with that. Now, I'm going to have to go investigate that Denzel Washington thing, because he made such a big thing of, well, I don't know if he even was the one who said that, or if that had just started circulating in the press, that he was so strict on his image that he wasn't kissing white women in his movie. But we know in the most pro-black movie, Malcolm X, he was kissing a white actress. So this thing about the Gladiator and him kissing a man in the Gladiator, and why? What was that? Russell Crowe. Was that the Gladiators? Who did the Gladiators? Brad Pitt or Russell Crowe? Did they have to kiss a man? Which who starred in the first Gladiator? Was that Mel Gibson, or who was in the first Gladiator? I can't remember. Russell Crowe. Thank you. So did he have to kiss a male? Because I'm not saying, we know what was going down in that era. They used to take their male partners even out to war with them. So and it was understood that they would go out to war for years, and so it was a understood thing that they took their paramours out it to war with them, because the men needed something to do, and they needed to have that release. So it was explained that way. So we know that that was going on during that time. But was there the necessity for Russell Crowe to kiss a man? Denzel told on himself allegedly. Now that I am here with you, I'll never let you go. Now I don't know that song. Now that I'm here with you, I'll never let you go. The Greeks and the Roman are the original freaks. Por favor. Okay, so they had the original freak offs. So that's where the freak offs came from. Unlike they saying that Puffy has I think it's some princess. I think it's not a voodoo princess. I think it's some type of Haitian princess tattooed on his back. This is the alleged thing, and she has a twin. The twin is for love, and the one that Puffy allegedly has on his back is the bad twin of decadence and doing things in a actual way to have her powers and this, that, and the other. So, have you guys heard about that? Caligula orgies. Wait a minute. Uh, Denzel said that he created his role in The Gladiator. Well, if he created it, then he created it all the way to. But so why did they take the scene out? I mean, because that was a part of what went on during that part. But to put it in and take it out, or to you created it, did you want it to be realistic that it has really never been in movies. We and the only people who we really see in those period pieces way back in the way back, we see it's usually the either the a ruler's son or somebody else who have a secret lover that they put on the council, and all of these movies we have seen it, but it's someone's of power son who does it. We do not see the warriors having their same-sex partners out in the battlefield with them. We only see them in their strength and this. Uh we never see that. It's of the power one's family member who is allowed to get away with that, and you can't question it. And it's like, well, you're obviously not going to question it. You know why it's going on, because he's the son of the emperor and all of this type of stuff. There, what is that? I just watched a one on Netflix. I forget the name of it. It had Anthony Hopkins in it as the emperor, and I told you guys to watch it. It was a Netflix series. Oh my God, what was the name of that? And it was back in the day, and the emperor's son had his partner, and oh my God, what happened to the partner in the end by his own hands was horrible. But yeah, I've seen it that way, but I've never seen the Romans out there with their paramours or anything like that. The freaking originated in the Romans areas. They're all the same people: Greeks, Romans, Danes, Scottish. Caligula is an old movie, but it was interesting. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna write that down and check that out. I've never heard of that movie. Denzel was kissing a white woman in the movie A Devil in a Blue Dress, along with Don Cheadle. Devil in a Blue Jet Dress. Yeah, see, that's why I said I never recall saying that, but I hear that circulated around, and I didn't recall him ever even saying that himself. But I hear that's why Denzel Washington say he don't. I never heard him say that. And if you look at movies, he clearly that clearly wasn't his the movie is his. Caligula. I think. Okay, I'll figure out how to. I'm either on you a million. Do you know where could I find it streaming, or if I could find it streaming? Denzel sold his soul out, child. So has to. So he has to pay the piper. Caligula. Caligula. Thank you, Carmex. Caligula. Okay. I'm in and out. Can you hear me now? So I wanted to know if you know where I can find that streaming. Okay, you can hear me. I'm gonna look for it. Okay, I'm good. So I'm gonna look for Caligula, and we'll see what they do. Yes, Carmax, break every word down to the syllables. Syllables. Okay, so that's all I wanted. I just wanted to talk about what I saw in that fight last night. Shit. To be 58 years old and not wind up in a puddle on the floor after being bopped in your head that many. Oh, the agreement. There must be some agreement that he could not knock that dude out because at the end of the fight, did I say this about the end of the fight? And I thought I didn't hear the bell ring, and he put his hands together and bowed down in front of Mike Tyson, and I was like, oh shit, how did I miss the bell? And then the bell came after that, and Mike kind of like stepped towards him like he was gonna shake his glove or something, and then the bell rang, and I was like, Mike didn't want to win that fight because ain't no way in hell that you're going to let somebody put their hands together in a peaceful stance and bow down, not even looking at you, and you not clock that motherfucker in his chin. You don't not chin check that motherfucker if you really wanted to win that fight. There is no way that you're going to do that in a actual fight. So, what did you guys think about that? Okay, to be honest, every once in a while, maybe we could start doing movie reviews and stuff. Yes, that would be good because I get a lot of good recommendations from you guys, and I'm gonna watch that and see what happens. Mike knockouts are deadly, but that's what made me think. And I heard, I did not, I haven't verified this, that it had to be an agreement that Mike wouldn't knock him out. Like how can you go into a fighting match with a knockout boxer and there be some stipulations that he can't knock you out, and then you bend your head down while you still have seconds on the clock, and he just not knock you the fuck out? That didn't make sense to me. But I get what you're saying. Do you guys remember the end of the fight? It ending that way, and it didn't dawn on you like, oh, No comments. Like my husband said, it was rigged. Exactly. Because that right there, they still had time on the clock, and that was really stupid. That was an obvious move. That was an obvious knockout. Okay, that's true. They had stipulations in the contract, and Mike was to get 20 million just to throw the fight. Well, the throw was at the very end, the last few seconds of that fight. There, you saw the actual throw. And why did he keep biting on his glove? So he kept biting on his glove, and they asked him, "Well, Mike, what were you doing with your glove?" And he said, I was biting on it. I have a biting fetish." That was a good little joke that he did there. Child, Mike just wanted that money. All sports are rigged. Uh, where's Beans? Come through. Thank you, Beans and Cornbread. I heard that, but I just heard it from one source, and I didn't know if it was true. Okay, so when he kept biting, when he kept biting his glove, and I'm sitting up there, and I was like, "Oh shit, they in round four already, 4 of 8." And why he just kept biting that glove, kept biting that glove, and people were speculating earlier that his mouthpiece, something was on. He was trying to adjust. I said, I hope he get a new mouthpiece when he go back to the corner. But then he came back out and he just kept, and I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe he's feeling like he's going to lose the fight, and he has some of that Russian poison that if you touch, you remember that reporter and this other guy who just touched a park bench, and him and his daughter got sick, and the guy who was going to oppose Putin was allegedly poisoned by that poison. Yeah, and I was like, well, maybe he has some of that, and he's gonna put it on it. He just needs to open it on it. He just needs to open it I'm just saying. Conspiracy. What is it? Conspiracy theory that I had. It was a conspiracy theory that I had about the glove. So I'm gonna be honest. I was thinking that is what was gonna happen. Beans is sport rigged in your opinion? Liz, Liz, yes. Agenda sports. Sports makes plenty of money. Why do you think all colleges put so much in their athletic programs? Because they make so much money. Maybe he had a biting ear syndrome. So that's all I got. Okay, let me see what you say. Liz, if you go back to the old boxing matches with the Brown Bomber and others, you'll see that they use boxing and their other sports to control black minds. Mm, mm. Beans and cornbread, the Brown Bomber. Who is the Brown Bomber? I don't know who the Brown Bomber is. I didn't get into sports until like Ali. I don't know the history of the Brown Bomber. Joe Lewis. Okay. Joe Lewis. Joe Lewis. Joe Lewis. Wasn't Joe Lewis fighting at the same time as Muhammad Ali, or am I wrong? Or was he way before him? They never wanted black people to feel any semblance of hope. And who was their I forget the name of their boxer that what was the name of their the white boxer who they were like so afraid to put in the ring with a black boxer and that he was going to lose. What was that boxer? Hey Tay forever. He was before him, Ronnie Q. He was before Ali. No, not Ali. Ali and Frazier. They were both black. What was the white boxer that they revered? The big what was his name? The white boxer. It started with an M. I can't remember. You know who I'm talking about. But he was their great white hope. And once he lost, I don't. Let me see. Let me see if I can Google it real quick. Let me see. Now, fight of the century, Jack Johnson and James Jeffries. But that was way back in 1910, and riots broke out about that. Uh, the Great White Hope. That's what they called him. No, that's Tom O'Rourke. I don't know who that is. Not the Great White Hope. Okay. The fight of the century, or the Johnson Jeffrey fight, was a boxing match between the first African American world heavyweight champion of boxing, Jack Johnson, and the previously undefeated world heavyweight champion, James Jeffrey, on July 4th, Independence Day. And riots broke out. So I believe Jack Johnson must have won. Let me see. But that's not who I'm talking about. I don't know. I'll find it later. I can't remember who it was. Rocky Marciano. Yes, that's who it is. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that's who it is. So that was the first. That was the first Great White Hope that I am aware of. Wait, wait, stop, wait, Carrie, you miss me. Mary Carey went live this morning. She had a great live. I was there, but I was watching it on my TV, and my phone was in the other room charging. So I was there modding for you, Very Carey, but I just couldn't speak. Wait, where was my notification? Hey, I just put up a notification. I put it up about 15 minutes before I went live. So maybe that's why you didn't get it, Carrie. I didn't want to talk about anything. I was just talking about that Tyson fight that we saw last night, and I was just saying, the things that it kind of put me in the mind of seeing all. It just really kind of put me in the mind of. It just really seemed like it was a concerted effort to show the black man as weak and unable to have. It just made me think that it put me in the mind of them showing the black man as being weak, even though at every stop or a lot of stops they tried to say that that dude should feel so victorious. And I said, they should be arresting that motherfucker for elder abuse. What is so victorious about motherfucking elder abuse? Tyson was 58 years old, who had lived a whole lifetime being a boxer. So imagine how old his brain is at this point. So uh, I'm glad I didn't watch it. Girl, it was a mess. Okay, so since you are here, very Carrie, I'm gonna play this interview on my way out. I'm no music on the way out. I want you guys to hear this interview that Tyson did with this. I won't watch it. I'm not participating in their fuckery. I didn't even hear about the fight until yesterday on my live, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And they were saying Netflix wasn't charging extra. So anytime it's a it's a fucking fight like that so many people were watching it that it crashed Netflix, and they don't charge you extra to see it, you know, shit. They really want you to see this display. They ain't even gonna charge you extra to see it. So think about that. And any other fighting bout, they know they can get money and charge you extra, even if you already are a streamer or have them are paying to have their broadcast. They're gonna charge you extra for per view. They was like, no, we just want to disseminate this image. We want to disseminate this. And okay, so I'm gonna end with this interview that Tyson did with this 13-year-old reporter. I hadn't heard of her. A lot of you guys have seen her. She has a whole Instagram page. So go over there, and that's the system. Exactly, Liz. That's what people do. That's what people have to do. Boycott. Yes, your money is your power. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so but then Mike doesn't have a job. Not cool. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you guys with this interview. What Mike had to say to this 13-year-old. I think she's 13-year-old reporter. I'm sharing this. I'm gonna drop her link as well. I'm sharing this as part of fair use for news reporting. Let me get her link. This is the link. Uh, some of you guys are familiar with this reporter, and she seems like a very smart young lady. And I'm going to share her link right here. And let's see what Mike Tyson has to say when she asks him about legacy, his legacy. Okay, so let me remove the banner. Conspiracy. I don't know why I couldn't say conspiracy theory. Okay, here we go.
After such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. Who cares about legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is something that I have not heard before. Someone say that as an answer.
Can you really imagine somebody say, I want my legacy to be this way when you're dead? Why do you want somebody to, you think somebody really wants to think about you? What's the audacity? I think, I want people to think about me when I'm gone. Who the fuck cares about me when I'm gone? Well, my kids, maybe, or grandkids. Who the fuck cares?
And again, thank you so much for sharing that. Well, and you're...
All right. So much for a legacy. All right, guys. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. Uh, please hit the like button. Oh, one last thing. If you guys didn't see Mike Tyson, he did a. It was they called it a play. It was a what was the name of that play? He was on Broadway, and it was him talking about his life. Let me see. If you guys didn't see that, I think you guys really ought to watch that. It was a one man play, and he was just doing things, talking about the things that he went through in his life. Let me see if I can find that. I really like that. It's called Mike Tyson Undisputed Truth. I recommend anybody to watch that. Mike Tyson's Undisputed Truth. So if you can, uh, it was on Broadway, and it was really, really good. They have it on Amazon Prime. So check it out. Check it out if you can. All right, that's it. It was very hey M Renee. You saw it? Yes, I think that it was really, really good. So I hope you guys watch it, and maybe we can talk about that. I think that it was like really, really honest. Okay, I'm out of here. Have a good one. God bless you, and go over there and visit Very Carey. She had a great live this morning. If you're looking for something to do, and if you want something to really debate, let's debate. Let's debate. God, I ain't gonna talk about the politics. We're gonna talk about politics maybe tomorrow. I have a politic check in about these people who he's trying to appoint to the cabinet, and maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. But right now, we're gonna get out of here. I'm your private dancer, dancing for money. Do what you want me to do. I'm your private dancer, dancing for money. Thank you for coming out.